Sometimes the hardest part of speaking English is just saying the first word. You see someone you'd like to talk to, maybe at a cafe, a class, or online. You want to say something, but you don't know how to begin. What do I say first? Will I sound awkward? What if they don't understand me? Or what if I forget a word? It's okay. This is very normal. Starting a conversation in English can feel scary at first. But with practice, you'll see that it becomes much easier, and even fun. Hi and welcome back to Talk English Now. I'm Sarah, and today we're going to talk about how to begin a conversation in English in a simple, natural way. Let's begin with this. Starting a conversation is not about saying something perfect. It's about creating a small connection. Even one simple sentence, one friendly word, can open a door. So, how do you start? Well, it depends on the situation, but most conversations begin the same way. With something simple. A greeting. A question. A small comment. For example, let's imagine you're sitting next to someone on a train. You could say, "Hi, is this seat taken?" That's a very easy way to start. It's not deep. It's not complicated. It just opens the conversation gently. Or, imagine you're in a language class. You can look at the person next to you and say, "Hi, I'm Sarah. Nice to meet you." Or, "Is this your first time taking this class?" Simple questions like this are great because they invite the other person to speak. And when they answer, you can continue from there. You don't need big, long sentences. You just need confidence and kindness. And remember, people usually want to be spoken to. They are happy when someone takes the first step. Let's practice this together. Repeat after me, slowly. Hi, how are you today? Hi, I'm new here. Excuse me, is anyone sitting here? Nice to meet you. What's your name? Do you come here often? That's a great way to start a friendly chat at a coffee shop or a class. Now, what are some other easy ways to start? One of the best ways is to talk about the environment. What is happening around you? For example, if it's raining, you could say, "Wow, it's really coming down today, isn't it?" If you're both in a long line, you could say, "This line is so long, I hope it moves quickly." These are called small talk openers. They help you break the silence and begin with something light. Don't worry if the other person doesn't respond with a full sentence. Sometimes people are shy. But you made the effort, and that's already a success. Now let's try another round of practice. I'll say a line, and you repeat it after me. Hi, it's a nice day today, isn't it? Wow, it's really hot today. I think we're in the same class, right? I like your backpack. Where did you get it? Giving a small compliment is another great way to start. Saying something nice about someone's clothes or a book they're reading is a friendly and natural way to connect. Let's say you're at a cafe and someone is reading a book you like. You could say, "Hey, I've read that book too. It's great." Or if someone has a cool t-shirt, "Nice shirt, I love that band." These little comments are simple, but powerful. Now here's a mindset tip. You don't have to be perfect to start a conversation. Most native speakers don't speak perfectly either, and they won't judge your grammar. What they remember is your warmth, your smile, and your effort. So let go of the fear of mistakes. Even if you make one, you can laugh about it and keep going. People respect someone who tries. Here's another great strategy. Ask for help. This is a very natural way to begin a conversation. For example, Hi. Do you know what time the bus comes? Excuse me. Do you know where this room is? Or, hi. I'm looking for the library. Can you help me? When you ask for help, you invite someone to engage with you. It gives them a reason to speak to you, and often, they will ask you something in return. Now try repeating these with me. Excuse me, do you know where the restroom is? Hi, can you help me find the station? Sorry to bother you, but do you have the time? These openers are polite, friendly, and very useful. Also, remember that body language helps. If you smile and look relaxed, people are more likely to respond. Even if your words are simple, your smile speaks a lot. Let's talk about one more method that works well. Asking questions about the person. People love to talk about themselves. So you can ask simple questions like, what do you do? Are you from around here? Is this your first time here? These questions are open-ended, meaning they invite longer answers. They keep the conversation going. Let's do some spoken practice together. Repeat these slowly with me. Hi. What brings you here today? Do you live nearby? Is this your first time at this event? What do you do for work? Great job so far. Now take a deep breath. You're doing better than you think. Most people feel nervous when starting conversations, but with practice, your confidence will grow. Soon, it will feel natural, like second nature, and you'll be proud of how far you've come. Let's imagine you're at a party or a meetup. You don't know many people, but you'd like to talk to someone. How do you start? Try saying something casual and friendly, like, hi, I don't think we've met yet. I'm Sarah. This lets the other person know you're open to talking, and it gives your name, which invites them to share theirs. Or you can say, hi, I'm new here. How about you? This shows that you're relaxed, and it gives the other person a chance to respond with something similar. These types of introductions work well in group settings, where people are open to meeting each other. Here's something else that helps. Use the setting as your topic. If you're at a language exchange, you could say, hi, how long have you been learning English? If you're at a cooking class, have you made this recipe before? The key is to look around and use what's in front of you to help you speak. Let's practice these now. Repeat after me. Hi, I don't think we've met. I'm Sarah. Hi, is this your first time here? How long have you been coming to this group? What do you think of today's class? These short, friendly questions make it easy to begin. Now, I want to share a little secret with you. You don't have to say much to make someone feel comfortable. Sometimes, one kind sentence is enough. People don't remember perfect grammar. They remember how you made them feel. If you sound friendly, curious, and relaxed, your English level won't matter as much as your attitude. Now, let's go a little deeper. What if someone responds to your opener? How do you keep the conversation going? This is where follow-up questions help. If someone says, yeah, I've been coming to this group for a few weeks, you could say, oh, cool. What do you like about it? Or, nice. What made you join? These short follow-up questions show you're listening, and they invite more conversation. Let's try a little role play. I'll say the first line, then the other person's answer. Then I'll say the next question you could ask. Just listen for now. You. Hi. Is this your first time at this group? Them. No. I've been coming for about 2 months. You. Oh, nice. Do you like it here? See how natural that is? It flows. One question leads to another. Here's another one. You. I really like your jacket. It looks warm. Them. Thanks. I just got it last week. You. Oh yeah? Where did you get it? Just like that. You've started a connection. Now let's switch gears for a moment. What are some common mistakes people make when starting a conversation in English? One mistake is speaking too fast. When we're nervous, we tend to rush our words. But this can make it hard for others to understand us. So here's a tip. Speak slowly and clearly. Even native speakers will appreciate it. Another mistake is asking too many questions at once. For example, hi, where are you from? What do you do? Do you come here a lot? That feels more like an interview than a conversation, so take your time. One question, one answer, one step at a time. Also, don't worry if there's a little silence. Sometimes a short pause is natural. It gives both people a moment to think, and that's okay. Here's one more helpful thing to remember. You don't have to talk all the time. Listening is just as important. When the other person speaks, really listen. Look at their face, hear their words, and respond with something thoughtful. For example, if someone says, I'm from Brazil, you can say, oh, I've always wanted to visit Brazil. What's it like? Or, that's cool. What part are you from? These kinds of replies show interest and help keep the chat going. Let's practice some more conversation starters together. Repeat after me. Hi, do you mind if I sit here? Hey, I saw you were reading that book. Is it good? I like your shoes. Where did you get them? Hi, I'm new to this group. How about you? Great job. You're starting to sound more and more natural. And remember, if someone doesn't answer or seems busy, that's okay. Not every conversation will work, and that's normal. Don't take it personally. Jato. Let's try again another time. The more you practice, the better you'll get. Before we go on, if you're enjoying this lesson so far, I'd really appreciate it if you could like this video and subscribe to the channel. It helps us grow, and it lets me keep making these free lessons for you. So go ahead and tap that like button, and click subscribe if you haven't already. Now let's keep going. Let's say you want to practice starting conversations in real life. Where can you do it? Try talking to people in low-pressure places, like a cafe, a bookstore, or even in a park. You don't have to talk for long. Just one sentence, one greeting, is enough to build your skill. Here's a small challenge for you. Next time you go out, try to say one sentence to a stranger. It can be as simple as, hi, how are you? Or, excuse me, I think you dropped something. These little acts of courage make you stronger. Every time. You don't need to wait until your English is perfect. You just need to begin. Start with what you have, right now. You know, one of the best ways to feel more confident starting conversations is to practice common questions and answers in advance. That way, you don't freeze or feel nervous when the moment comes. Let's do some spoken style practice now. I'll say a sentence, and you repeat it with me. Hi, how's your day going? Hi, I love your jacket. Is it new? Hey, do you come here often? Nice to meet you. What's your name? Good. Now let's practice some short responses too. These are simple answers you can use when someone starts talking to you. Pretty good, thanks. How about you? Thanks. Yeah, I just got it last week. Sometimes. I really like the coffee here. I'm Sarah. Nice to meet you too. These responses help keep things moving. Remember, a conversation is like playing catch. One person throws the ball, the other catches it, then throws it back. You don't have to do all the work, just share the moment. Now let's talk about another situation. What if you meet someone online? Maybe it's a language partner or someone on a study app. The same principles apply. Start with something small, something friendly. You can say, "Hi, nice to meet you. Where are you from?" Or, "Hi, how long have you been studying English?" These openers work well in texting too. Just keep them natural and polite. Let's practice some simple online conversation starters. Repeat with me. "Hi, I'm learning English too. Want to practice together? Nice to meet you. Where are you from? Do you like learning languages? How long have you been studying English?" Good work. Even online, starting a conversation can lead to great friendships and learning partners. Let's take a quick moment and reflect on something important. Why do we learn to start conversations in English? It's not just about speaking. It's about connecting. It's about opening the door to relationships, opportunities, even confidence in yourself. Speaking English with someone else can make your world bigger. It can help you feel included, respected, and seen. And every time you try, you're growing. Even if the conversation is short or imperfect, you're still learning something. Here's a real-life example I want to share with you. A student of mine once told me, "I was so nervous to speak English, but one day I just said hi to a woman at the bus stop, and we talked the whole ride home." That small hi turned into a 20-minute conversation, and that gave her so much confidence to try again. You can do the same. The secret isn't in the grammar, it's in the courage. Now let's keep practicing with some daily life situations. Imagine you're in a store. You see someone looking at the same item as you. You could say, "Hey, I've been thinking about buying this too. What do I kumang? I'll think of it?" Or just, "Hi, I like this brand. Have you tried it before?" These short comments can lead to great small talk. Now imagine you're waiting in line. You could say, "This line is taking forever, huh?" Or, "I hope they don't run out before we get there." Funny little observations help break the ice and show you're open to chatting. Let's do another repetition round together. Repeat after me. "Hey, I've been thinking of getting this too. This line is long, isn't it? Hi, I like your hat. Where did you get it? Is this your first time here? Perfect. You're doing great." Keep repeating these kinds of phrases. They will become more natural in your mind and easier to say in real life. Another important mindset tip is this. You don't have to know every word to start a conversation. Use the words you already know. If you forget a word, describe it, or just smile and keep going. For example, if you forget how to say restaurant, you can say, "The place where you eat, not at home." That's okay. People will understand. Most of the time, they'll even help you find the word. Making mistakes is part of learning. And the more mistakes you make, the faster you grow. Think of your English like a muscle. You have to use it to make it stronger. Every hi you say is a workout for your confidence. Let's talk about another useful tool. Using common conversation patterns. For example, you can use this pattern to help you start. 1. Say, "Hello." 2. Ask a simple question. 3. Give a short response. 4. Ask a follow-up question. Let's walk through that together. You. "Hi, how are you?" Them. "I'm good, thanks." You. "That's good? Are you from around here?" Them. "Yeah, I live just a few blocks away." You. "Oh, nice. I just moved nearby last month." That's it. Just a natural flow. No pressure. Just curiosity and kindness. Let's do one more spoken style practice. Repeat these with me. Hi there. How are you doing? Nice. Are you from this neighborhood? Cool. I just moved in recently. Do you like living here? Great. See how simple and friendly that sounds? These are the kinds of patterns you can practice on your own every day. Try saying them while walking, cooking, or looking in the mirror. Your mouth and brain need to move together, and the more they do, the smoother it feels. You're learning not just what to say, but how to say it. Let's take a moment now to do a shadowing practice together. This is where I say something, and you repeat it right after me, like an echo. It helps you train your pronunciation, rhythm, and speaking confidence. Let's begin. I'll leave a pause after each sentence for you to repeat. Hi, I'm Sarah. Nice to meet you. Is this your first time here? That's great. I've only just started coming too. What do you think of it so far? I really like it. The people are friendly. Yeah, and the coffee's not bad either. Excellent. That's how real conversations sound. Smooth, relaxed, and friendly. You don't have to use long words or complex sentences. Simple English works best in real life. It keeps you calm, and keeps the other person comfortable too. Now let's go over how you can prepare at home. One great way is to write your own conversation scripts. Think of a place, like a cafe, a gym, or a class, and imagine a small dialogue. Write it out. Then read it aloud, again and again. Even better, record yourself speaking, and listen to how you sound. You'll start to notice your speed, your pronunciation, and your tone. You'll also notice what feels natural and what you want to improve. Another way to practice is to talk to yourself. Yes, really. For example, you can walk around your room and say, "Okay, I'm going to the store now. I need to buy some eggs and milk. Oh, there's someone at the door. I'll say hi." It may feel silly at first, but it trains your brain to think in English, and that's powerful. Now, let's do a little bit of that together. Pretend we're about to go to an English class. Repeat after me. Okay, time to leave. I think I have everything. Notebook, pen, and my phone. Hope the teacher is nice. Maybe I'll meet someone new today. If I do, I'll say, "Hi, I'm Sarah. Nice to meet you." Good. These little spoken routines help you become more fluent. They also help your brain feel more comfortable using English in real situations. Now let's imagine you actually walk into that class. You sit down, and someone is next to you. What can you say? You can smile and say, "Hi, are you excited for the class?" Or, "Hey, I like your notebook. It's cute." Or even, "Hi, I'm Sarah. What's your name?" It's that simple. You don't need a plan, just one sentence, one breath, and one smile. Let's practice more starter lines you can use in everyday places. Repeat after me. Hi. I think we're in the same group. Excuse me. Is anyone sitting here? I love your phone case. Where did you get it? What do you think of the lesson so far? It's my first time here. How about you? Fantastic. You're really getting the hang of this. Now here's another great thing to do. Learn a few phrases that work in many situations. For example, "I'm still learning English, so I might need a moment." This helps the other person be patient with you. Another one is, "Could you say that again, a little more slowly?" It shows that you want to understand and you're willing to learn. Let's repeat both of these together. "I'm still learning English, so I might need a moment." Could you say that again, a little more slowly? See? With these phrases, you can stay calm even if something is difficult to understand. Now let's talk about mindset again. A big part of being confident in English is learning how to relax in conversations. You don't have to think of everything to say right away. You don't have to be clever or funny. You just have to be present and be kind. Even a short "hi" can brighten someone's day. Even a small question can lead to a big friendship. When you focus less on being correct and more on being real, your English becomes more natural. You're not just learning to talk, you're learning to connect. Let's imagine you're at a social event, like a meet and greet or a small party. You can walk up to someone and say, "Hi, I'm Sarah. I don't think we've met." Or, "So, how do you know the host?" Or even, "The food looks good. Have you tried it yet?" These small sentences open the door. And that's all you need to begin. Let's repeat them one more time together. "Hi, I'm Sarah. I don't think we've met." "So, how do you know the host?" "The food looks good. Have you tried it yet?" Nicely done. Keep building your list of these small starters. Practice saying them every day, and soon they'll come out of your mouth naturally. Remember, fluency isn't only about speed, it's about comfort and confidence. Let's keep going with more spoken style rhythm training. This time, we'll focus on natural pacing and emotion. Say the lines after me and try to match the tone. "Hi there. I really like your scarf." "Hey, is this your first time at this event?" "Excuse me, do you have the time?" "Wow, it's a beautiful day, isn't it?" "Hi, I just moved here. Do you live nearby?" When you say these sentences, think about feeling the words, not just saying them. Use your voice to sound curious, friendly, and calm. This is what helps people feel safe and open when they talk to you. Now here's something that will help you a lot. Try not to worry about saying the perfect thing. Perfection can become a wall. But communication is a bridge. If you say something with a smile and a kind tone, it almost always works. Even if the grammar is a little off, let's do a confidence exercise together. Say this out loud with me, slowly. "I don't have to be perfect to speak English. I just have to be kind, brave, and open. Every time I speak, I grow. Every conversation helps me improve." Good. Saying things like this to yourself builds positive thinking habits. And when you think positively, you speak more freely. Let's now go back to real-life situations. You're walking into a new place, maybe a workshop or seminar. You sit next to someone. What could you say? You could start with, "Hi, is this seat taken?" Or, "Hey, do you know what time this starts?" Or even, "I've never been here before. Have you?" All of these openers are simple, non-threatening, and easy to answer. Let's say them together. "Hi, is this seat taken?" "Hey, do you know when this starts? I've never been here before. Have you?" Nice. These are great for people you meet at events or classes. Now let's talk about practicing with strangers. That sounds scary. I know. But it doesn't have to be. Start small. Greet the cashier when you buy something. Say hi to the person sitting next to you on the bus. Comment on the weather when you're standing in line. These little moments are not long conversations, but they train your mouth and train your courage. Let's do some examples. Morning. Busy day today? That's a lot of groceries. Having a party? Crazy weather today, right? That bag looks heavy. Need a hand? These sound like everyday phrases because they are. People use them all the time. You can too. Another great setting for starting conversations is cafes or coffee shops. You're both there to relax, so it's a casual space. You can say, "Hi, I like your lap top sticker. Where's it from?" Or, "This place always smells amazing. Do you come here often?" Or even, "Hey, is the Wi-Fi working for you?" Let's repeat those together. "Hi, I like your laptop sticker. Where's it from? This place always smells amazing. Do you come here often? Hey, is the Wi-Fi working for you?" Good work. Keep adding little pieces like these to your conversation toolbox. Over time, it grows full of ready-to-use phrases. Now, what if you try to start a conversation and the person doesn't seem interested? Maybe they give a short answer or no answer at all. That's okay. It's not a failure. It just means they weren't open at that moment. It has nothing to do with your English or with you. It takes bravery to speak. And sometimes, you speak just for the experience, not for the response. So if it doesn't go as planned, be proud of yourself anyway. Say this with me now. I'm proud of myself for trying. I take one step at a time. Every word I speak brings me closer to fluency. I trust myself more every day. Yes, keep reminding yourself of your progress. You are building your voice, one sentence at a time. Let's do a little review with a shadowing style role play. I'll play both sides. You just repeat each line after me. "Hi, I'm Sarah. Nice to meet you. Is this your first time here?" "Cool. It's mine too. What made you decide to come today?" "Yeah, I heard it was a good group. I hope we get to practice a lot." Excellent. That was a full mini conversation, and you handled it beautifully. Practice little scenes like this often. In your head, in front of the mirror, or even recording yourself. The more your mouth says these words, the more confident you'll feel using them with real people. Let's imagine another scene now. You're waiting at a bus stop, and someone is standing nearby. You'd like to start a simple conversation. What could you say? You could smile and say, "Hi, do you know what time the next bus comes?" Or, "This stop is always so busy, isn't it?" Or even, "Do you usually take this bus?" Let's try these together now. Repeat after me. "Hi, do you know when the next bus comes? This stop is always busy, isn't it? Do you usually take this bus?" Perfect. These are real, natural, everyday openers. They don't feel too formal, and they invite a small chat. Now, imagine that the other person responds with a short answer. You can continue by reacting with something simple. "Oh, thanks. I always wonder if I'm going to miss it." Or, "Yeah, it's like this every morning." Or even, "I just started taking this route. Is it usually on time?" Short replies, followed by easy questions. That's the rhythm of small talk. It's not about deep topics. It's just about being open and friendly. Now let's do a full shadowing style conversation together. I'll say both parts, but you just repeat Sarah's lines. "Hi, do you know when the next bus comes?" "Oh, thanks. I always worry I'll miss it." "Yeah, mornings can be so busy here. Is it usually on time?" "Oh, good to know. I'm still learning the route." "Thanks for the help." "Well done." This is how you build comfort through practice. Now, here's something important to remember. You don't have to wait for a perfect moment to speak. Sometimes, you create the moment. If you see someone sitting alone at an event, or waiting in line near you, just take a breath and say hello. Even if the conversation only lasts 1 minute, you've practiced something powerful. You've said to yourself, "I can do this." And that changes everything. Let's say that together now. Slowly. I can do this. I'm learning step by step. Every time I speak, I grow more confident. I am becoming a great English speaker. That's the kind of thinking that fuels your fluency. Let's talk about another great place to practice starting C conversations. Language exchange meetups or online language chats. These are places where everyone wants to practice English. So it's a friendly space for making mistakes and learning together. You can start a conversation with, "Hi, I'm here to practice English too. What's your name?" Or, "How long have you been learning English?" Or even, "What language do you speak at home?" Let's try these out now. Repeat with me. "Hi, I'm here to practice English too. What's your name? How long have you been learning English? What language do you speak at home?" Wonderful. These openers are perfect when talking to other learners. They help you learn about the other person and share about yourself too. Now let's talk about how to end a conversation politely. Sometimes you'll need to leave or wrap up the chat. Here are a few friendly phrases you can use. "Well, it was really nice talking to you." "Hey, I should get going, but I'm glad we chatted." "Thanks for the conversation. Maybe I'll see you around again." Repeat them with me now. "Well, it was really nice talking to you." "Hey, I should get going, but I'm glad we chatted." "Thanks for the conversation. Maybe I'll see you around again." These are polite and positive ways to end a chat without it feeling awkward. Starting a conversation is important, but ending it well is also part of good communication. Let's do one more full practice together, this time from start to finish. Repeat after me. I'll leave small pauses for each line. "Hi, is this your first time at this cafe?" "Nice, I come here a lot. The tea is great." "I like your book. What's it about?" "Sounds interesting. I might check it out." "Well, I should head out now. It was really nice talking to you." See? You just went from a friendly hi to a polite goodbye. That's a full, real conversation. Every time you do this kind of practice, you train your mouth, your brain, and your heart to speak with more ease and more confidence. You don't need a perfect accent or a big vocabulary. You just need a willingness to connect. Let's say that again together. I don't need perfect English to speak. I just need to connect. I just need to try. I can do this, one conversation at a time. Exactly. That's how fluency is built. Not overnight, but over time, with kindness, effort, and practice. Let's take a quiet moment now. Think of the last time you wanted to speak to someone in English, but you didn't, maybe because you felt shy or unsure. Now imagine that same moment, but this time, you take a breath and say just one simple thing. "Hi." That's all it takes to begin. Even if it feels small, it's actually something big. It's courage. It's progress. It's a real act of learning. You are not just learning English words. You are learning how to reach out, how to be brave, and how to build your voice. You may still feel nervous, and that's okay. Everyone does, even native speakers. The goal isn't to remove fear completely. The goal is to keep going, even with fear. Let's say this together now. I can feel nervous and still speak. I can feel unsure and still try. Every small step I take brings me closer to fluency. Yes, that's the mindset of a real learner. And you are doing it beautifully. Now let's go over a few final practical tips. Things you can do every day to make conversation easier over time. Number 1. Speak out loud every day, even if it's just to yourself. Talk about what you're doing, what you see, what you feel. This gets your brain and your mouth working together. Number 2. Practice common phrases and question patterns, like, "Hi, I'm Sarah. Nice to meet you." Or, "Do you come here often?" The more you repeat them, the more they become a part of you. Number 3. Don't be afraid of silence. Sometimes, short pauses help both people think. And that's totally okay. And number 4. Smile. A smile is universal, and it opens hearts before words even begin. Let's practice some one-line openers one last time. Repeat them slowly with me. Hi, I love your bag. Where did you get it? Excuse me, is this seat free? Hey, I've seen you here before. Do you come often? Hi, I'm learning English too. Want to practice together? You can write these on flashcards or save them in your phone. Keep a small conversation toolkit with you, so when the moment comes, you'll be ready. And when you're ready, the world opens up to you. You can talk to classmates, coworkers, neighbors, and friends. You can ask questions, share thoughts, and make connections. You can be yourself in English, and that's a beautiful thing. So take one step today. Say one hi, ask one small question, and be proud of it, because every little moment of courage adds up. You are becoming more confident, more fluent, and more connected. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. You've done something kind for yourself by learning and practicing. I hope this lesson helped you feel more ready and more excited to speak in English. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. And if you haven't yet, make sure to subscribe to the channel, Talk English Now, so you never miss a new lesson. And don't forget to turn on the bell icon, so you get a gentle reminder every time we post a new video. Most of all, keep practicing, keep smiling, and keep talking. I'm proud of you. And I'll see you in the next lesson. Bye for now.